Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lynn Thompson. I'm the president of Cold Steel Incorporated, and this afternoon I'd like to talk to you about some of our new models that we're just bringing out for 2012. One of these is the Tuff Lite. Last year in 2011 we made the mini Tuff Lite, and it's a very diminutive knife, weighs approximately about an ounce. And it's proved very popular, and we followed that this year for 2012 with a larger Tuff Lite. Look how it compares to its little brother. It's a bigger knife. This one weighs about an ounce, and this one weighs a little bit more than 2 ounces. So you can see the size comparison just like that. It's got an opening here in the blade that allows you to easily open it one-handed. And it's got a hole here so that you can put a lanyard on it if you want. It has a hollow or trough right here that I often put in some of my designs, and the reason for that is I like to have a hollow for your fingers to fold into. The tips of your fingers fold into that, and it really locks the knife in your grip and gives those fingertips something more to hang on to. It gives that little depression, gives you just a little bit more security in the hand, and I really like that. It only weighs a couple ounces, and I really enjoy that about the Tuff Lite. It's got jimping here on the top for your thumb or index finger to add for extra purchase. You can get lots of grips on this thing. It works really good in the reverse grip as well. And it's got a little bit of indentation right here for your thumb to get a good bite on. You can get a really good bite here, and of course you use your thumb to keep your hand from sliding down on the blade that way. Because of this way this tip is configured, I can get a lot of control right out here on the very tip to make precision cuts. And if I want to ride on something and cut it, this curved back or spine really allows me to ride on objects I don't want to pierce and cut them at the same time. It's beautifully hollow ground. I hollow ground this thing quite thin here, and even the edge before we put the final sharpening on, or the cantled edge, is quite thin here. And I wanted something that is literally as sharp as a razor. You can easily shave with this knife. Very easily. It's easy. It's so sharp that I'm trying to avoid cutting my skin. We have beat the daylights out of this knife and been nothing but pleased. We've pounded on a steel table, the spine, and didn't overcome the block. We hit the part of the handle here closest to the blade right here. If you hit the handle there on most knives, they're going to fail from an overstrike. It exerts so much pressure on the lock to spring the lock open. Doesn't work on this tri-lock. It held through all the abuse that we could put on it. It holds an enormous amount of weight. If you put the blade in a vise and you hang weight here, you'll be astonished. It's as much as most people weigh, and it won't fail. So it's a very, very strong knife. When you pull this knife out to do some everyday cutting tasks, no one should be offended or taken aghast by this when you pull this knife out. A very I hate to use the word, but I will, politically correct knife that I think will find a lot of favor with our customers. Buy the Tuff Lite. I guarantee you won't regret it.